Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer traditional welcome to country. Mr. Tobin.
Thank you. Waramin Alawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedical. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and for the invitation to welcome you all here today. That acknowledgement is important to our people and much appreciated, particularly by our elders. Education is highly valued in Aboriginal culture too. Traditionally, education or knowledge meant survival, and our elders are accorded great respect for their accumulated wisdom and experience. My family descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. As such, he enrolled his daughter, Maria, into the Native Institution, a school set up by Governor Macquarie in 1815, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and it became known as the Blackstown, where present-day Blacktown gets its name from. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. For your progress progresses us all. Your advancement is our advancement. Now, this is perhaps more readily understood in traditional times when camps were smaller and clan groups abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you brought in from your day's activities got shared with the rest of the community. Your skills and good fortune with us enjoyed by all, and your efforts literally nourished the whole community. You in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we do it clever. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I often use them and would recommend them to yourselves as a benchmark or a model on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived just south of here a little over 240 years ago, he described the people he encountered there as one of the happiest people he'd ever met in the world. They had nothing, he wrote, but the tools that they carried. They were naked, they made shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the land without tilling the earth. In traditional times, everyone was accorded rights to the country or clan area where he or she was born. So there was no homelessness and no rich and poor. Everyone had roughly the same amount of gear, what you could carry. There were no armies or jails or even police. No history of slavery or empire building. People cooperated to collect resources which were then shared out according to Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state. Rivers were clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. Now, this is not an ideal. This is normal life. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there is a lot more of us now. And we've got to get pretty clever, even more clever, to deal with it. But I'm confident we can do that. There's a beautiful spirit that's growing in the country. So I would say to dream big and expect great things and do great things. And together we can get this country in a way that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine now by getting off and letting you good people graduate. Congratulations on the hard work that got you here. Good luck in the lives that are ahead of you, and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yana.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd be pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan. Mr. Egan.
Well, graduands, first of all, can I thank Chris Tobin for his welcome to country. Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I see we also have a couple of babes in arms here this afternoon, and it's inevitable during a ceremony that takes between an hour and a half to 2 hours that babies and young children are going to make a noise, we have a very firm rule for baby cries. You are not to take them outside. You are to stay absolutely where you are, because a crying baby doesn't bother any of us. We've all heard babies cry before. In any event, we've learnt from experience here at Macquarie that if a baby cries during a graduation ceremony, that baby comes back within 25 years to take out their first PhD. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my very great pleasure today to preside as Chancellor at Macquarie University at this very important ceremony. First, let me welcome our graduands, and I hope that today will be a very happy and very memorable occasion for all of you. Now, some of you look happy and relaxed, but most of you look a bit anxious. Now, there's absolutely no reason to be anxious. You've passed all your exams. The only thing that can go wrong today is that you trip and fall when you come up here on the stage. Now, that often happens, and we've got that covered. We have an occasional speaker whose job it is to pick up anyone who falls over. So don't, and by the way, if I had $1 for each time someone apologises for having a clammy palm, I'd be a millionaire. So don't worry about it, because everybody's palm is sweaty when they come up to shake my hand. And so is mine, by the way, so don't worry. The main thing is you all have a great day, because you deserve to take pride, great pride, in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. Today I'd also like to welcome, and especially welcome, those of you who are sitting behind our graduands as their invited guests. Because if you think about it for a moment or two, you've all obviously done very well too. Because the very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives, is proof positive that you've been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. So mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands and wives, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, or whatever you are, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role, because I have another very, very important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they'll soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too self-effacing to proclaim their own success, you make sure that you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world which can trace their history back more than 500 years. Now, I hope it won't come as a surprise to you to learn that Macquarie is not one of those universities. We're relatively very young, only 49 years of age. But in those 49 years, we've come a long way. We now have more than 130,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 140 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're regarded as one of Australia's leading research universities and are currently extending our research as we are our course offerings and facilities. We're always trying to engage with the world around us. We've forged strong alliances with the community and with industry and are keen to establish more. On your way here this afternoon, you may have seen our new Macquarie University Hospital, just 2 years old, which is being used by the students and academics in our School of Advanced Medicine. You might also have seen our fabulous new library, which was opened last year, and which I dare say is the best university library in the land, and no doubt the envy of every university in the land. You might also have seen our new hearing hub, which will be opened in just a couple of months and which will be home to a world-leading institute dedicated to advances in hearing, speech and language science. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Thank you.
Chancellor, I call on Mr. Wing Fang Lau, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr. Lau.
Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests, good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be able to speak on behalf of graduates at today's ceremony. And today we are gathered here to receive a symbol of our achievement, the testament that we have been striving so long to get. It seems like only yesterday that we were freshmen attending the orientation, but today is the day that we have to say goodbye to our undergraduate life. And however, graduation should not be seen as an end, but rather a beginning of the next chapter in our life. And after graduation, we will then pursue our careers. And many of us may still be at the job-seeking stage, and some may feel anxious about it. But don't panic. I'm sure that we will all find our ways to jobs that suit us eventually. As in these years of university life, we have learned not only academic knowledge from textbooks and lectures, but we have also found the key to successful future. And for many of us, our university life was the first time that we experienced living away from our parents' watchful gaze, and it has changed our independence. In the university, we have met different kinds of people, and some of them have become our intimate friends. And I believe we will keep supporting each other in our continuing journey, even if we go our separate paths after graduation. And studying in Macquarie University has also assisted me in choosing my career path. After I have chosen my future career, I did not fear of assignment or examination anymore, and I even enjoy doing them, as I have understood that all these assessments were necessary steps for me to become an accountant. In this year, I have had a deep realization of how important goal setting is, as I found that once a goal is set, motivation will come and my performance will be boosted. And I'm sure that this realization can also help me in the workplace and in my life. Each of us may have a different meaning of university life. However, I believe we all have become better people than we were when we first arrived at Macquarie University a few years ago, and I'm sure we will all find our own path. And last but not least, I would like to say thank you to all our lecturers, tutors, and staff of Macquarie University, and also our families and friends for support and guidance, as otherwise we would not have learned so much. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Well, thank you, Wing Fang, for those reflections on your time at Macquarie, and congratulations on your commerce degree. I want to thank you for choosing to study in Australia and for choosing Macquarie, and I hope that we can maintain a strong association with you throughout what I'm sure is going to be a very successful career. Congratulations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the important part of the ceremony, the reason why we're all here, and that is the conferring of degrees. Now, I have to admit that this is the part of the ceremony that makes me a little bit nervous, because I'm assured that if I give someone a degree who's not entitled to get one, I can't take it back. So before I confer your degrees, I need an ironclad guarantee from the registrar that none of you have ever missed a lecture or been late with submitting an assignment and have otherwise all passed your exams. So, Registrar, can you give me that assurance?
Chancellor, I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
Graduands, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Will you please be seated? Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. This is the largest faculty at Macquarie and is one of the largest in Australia. The broad range of programs in some of the most exciting and topical areas of business and economics are offered and continue to be in high demand both domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded employment levels and starting salaries well above the average of all Australian business schools. Research in this faculty is cutting edge and innovative and feeds into teaching, giving students the best possible learning experience. This faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuary studies, applied finance, economics, management and marketing. Chancellor, I now call on Professor Mark Gabbett, the Executive Dean of Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Gabbett.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Ellen Claire Leroy, for a thesis entitled Implementing the Social Dimension of Corporate Responsibility, a Study in the Australian University Context. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of International Business with the Master of Arts, Karina Lestari. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Accounting Professional, Pei Chi Wang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Finance, Ian Douglas Churchill. Christopher William Horsfield. Karina Jamie Wong. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce, Hao Jie Zhang. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Cici Shihong Shen. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Economics, Thomas Alexander Horden. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Mona Junaidi. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, Si Chen. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance, Shilong Chun. Hua Yang. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Gianna Lee Elvena. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Anna Fazzini. Pham Tao B. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Ah-Room Han. Tsai He. Riley Frederick Hoare. Harold Ian Hoyer. Shun Min Huang. Sol He. Emma Yavetz. Jahan Ibrahim. Christopher Neil Imrie. Alexandra Catherine Jackson. Matthew Douglas Wallace Jackson. Wan Ting Jia. Thesokuma Jivajiraja. Michael Jeffrey Jones. Peter Kamali. Daniel Joel Carney. Priscilla Kasim. Negar Kamsi. Aslan Khan. Louise Kilroy. Jimin Kim. Sosyo Kim. William Norman Douglas King. Shin Yi Ko. Chanel Kowalski. Jia Yi Lan. Bismillah Samir Latifi. Gungon Lee. Jackson Lee. Je Huynh Lee. Xiu Chang Lee. Young J. Lee. Cho Wan Liang. Jin Lee. Ting Ting Lee. Shuwei Lian Lee. Ya Hoi Lee. Zhan Ping Lee. Man Liang. Chin Yan Lin. Bin Liu. Xiaoxi Liu. Yuan Liu. Christy Nicole Lum. Richard Francis Lund. Hongzhi Luo. Depang Sun. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting. Anthony Hanna. Rebecca Hay. Kimberly Howcroft. Ching Hoi Huang. Taiwan Zhang. Sanena Kataria. Alison Mary Lindsay. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Marketing, Hugh Frederick Clifford. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Jake Hargraves. Jia Yu He. Kan Lin Ho. Natalie Etain Ho. Pui Yung Ho. Meng Yang Hu. Shi Sin Hu. Yan Hu. Yu Cheng Hu. Hongwei Huang. Chi Mei Huang. Rong Huang. Xiaohui Huang. In He Huang. Harriet Jiong. Yuan Jiong. Risha Kabadia. Rayinda Rakmawini Katili. Ben Kerr. Andrew Kent. Yuen Chit Kwok. Win Fung Lau. Chuin Yin Lee. Jasmine Lee. Wesley Jarvis Leng. Tristan Lever. Dong Shou Lee. Hoi Lee. Kaylin Lee. Lee Lee. Meng Jie Lee. Xuang Li. Tianqi Li. Xiaoqi Li. Hyunjung Lim. Zhe Hyun Lim. Jiaming Liu. Jianfang Liu. Jinlin Liu. Jingxian Liu. Shui Liu. Xin Liu. Wei Lu. Daniel Agustinus Lumenta. Jiaming Liu. Xiaozhe Liu. Ti Toi Nan Nguyen. Kai Te Peng. Raymond Tang. Yi Zhou. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Resource Management, Teresa Chiarello. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Accounting with the Bachelor of Human Resource Management, Sarah Ann Merritt. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
that wasn't too bad, was it? That beautiful voice belongs to Angela Brewer, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to hear Angela sing just a little bit more? Okay, it's very simple. You enrolled in another degree, and when you come back, I promise you Angela will be singing at your next graduation. But it is worth doing a degree just to hear Angela sing, and I think she deserves another great round of applause. As do our fabulous musicians. On the organ, Dr. James Forsyth over there. And on the Chinese flute, Chai Chang Ning. And there are also some very nice people sitting over there who are our alumni volunteers, and they come along to help out on graduations just to make sure everything goes smoothly for your graduation. So I think they deserve a round of applause too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Vivian Yang. Vivian Yang is the co-founder of Business Propulsion, a marketing agency that helps businesses achieve growth of sales and profits through strategic and creative marketing that combines both traditional and new forms of media. Her passion is in helping businesses succeed and achieve beyond their potential. She credits much of her success to an attitude of constant learning, courage to pursue her passion, tenacity, a willingness to work hard, and the support of her family, friends, and professional network. She's a firm believer in giving back. She contributes her marketing skills to further charity causes, including Rotary and the Cancer Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vivian Yang.
Good afternoon, Chancellor, Deputy Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, staff, distinguished guests, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Thank you, Chancellor, for the very generous introduction. It is such an honor and privilege for me to be here today. Macquarie University holds a very special place in my heart. Back in the 70s, when my family first moved to Sydney, my father was a senior lecturer of actuarial studies here, and I spent part of my early childhood, on campus. At that time, my father was only one of 2 lecturers from Hong Kong, and it is delightful to see how multicultural Macquarie University has become since. Graduates, my warmest congratulations to all of you on your wonderful achievement, and to your family and friends, and to all who have helped you along the way towards achieving this success today. This afternoon, I would like to talk to you a bit more about success, drawing upon some aspects of my own life to share some lessons I have learned. What does success mean to you? Everyone has a different definition. What is yours? It certainly is no mean feat to graduate, but what's next? Why am I telling you all this now? Because there is no better time for you to start thinking about what you want from life than now when you're graduating. Knowing what is important to you will guide you when you need to make decisions big and small. When I first graduated last century, it was during a recession. I confess I didn't think much about what I wanted then. Success then was about finding a job, because that was the next logical step after graduation, and because I needed to pay the bills. After a few months, I found one with McCann Erickson, a global advertising agency. Advertising wasn't my first choice. I wanted to be a marketer. But it was a good job, and I knew I could learn a lot, and it would lead to other things. It did. Less than 2 years later, the experience at McCann enabled me to make the switch to brand management at Nivea, which eventually saw me seconded to Hamburg, Germany when I was barely 25. And much later, it secured me a fabulous role at the world's top cosmetics company, L'Oreal. These were some of the major success milestones in my career, working overseas, climbing the corporate ladder, overseeing a large team. They did not come easy. I worked really hard, always striving for excellence. At one point, I was working as many as 90 hours a week. I loved what I did for a living, so it didn't really feel like work, at least most of the time. Funnily, I was quite comfortable with a loving husband and an exciting career. But it is important to constantly review your life and determine if you're on track to where you want to be. You hear stories of people who have wake-up calls when a life crisis happens. Do not wait until then. It was Oprah who said, "You want to be in the driver's seat of your own life, because if you're not, life will drive you." Maybe after you review your life at each stage, you might decide that what is working for you at that point of time it is what you want in the long run. That's fine, so long as it is a conscious decision. For me, I knew I couldn't continue the hours I was working without compromising on other areas of my life without being burnt out. The reality of life is this: what you focus on, what you prioritize will grow. What you neglect will suffer. I decided that I wanted to have more quality time with my family, to focus on health, and to use my skills and experience to make a difference to my corner of the world. That's when, together with my husband, I started a business which aims to help small and medium businesses market themselves better and hence be more sustainable. We also donate our marketing expertise to further many charitable causes close to our hearts. It's been a very fulfilling journey. So here's the lesson I wish to share. Be in the driver's seat and take control of your life. Find your passion. Know what success means to you and what is important to you. You've no doubt learned about developing business strategies and writing business plans. Your life is important, far more important than any business or job. Strategize carefully. Track your progress, constantly review, and fine-tune your life strategy. There are those who believe graduation signifies the end of studying, and your work life begins. This is like the happily ever after in fairy tales. Life is never so simple. Your degree today will give you a head start in life, but to survive in this constantly changing world, you will need to be constantly learning, constantly updating your skills. The pace of change is faster than ever, and it will only accelerate. In my area of specialty, which is marketing and brand management, I've seen so many changes. 20 years ago, you place an ad on TV and the product will sell like hotcakes. Today, there are numerous more channels of marketing, some of which did not even exist a mere 5 years ago. Social media was just in its infancy, and yet today, Facebook has 1 billion active users. The first iPhone was released in 2007 and the iPad in 2010. Today, smartphones and tablets are everywhere. Other industries are also being transformed: publishing, news, music, retail, entertainment, photography, and more. Icons of my childhood are disappearing: Kodak, Borders, Encyclopedia, Polaroid, and more. So you have to keep up, keep on learning, or be left behind. We mustn't forget what has brought us to this point of life: the past, circumstances, culture, people. Recognize all that is good and bad in them and be grateful for them. For better or worse, they have made you what you are today. For me, I know I wouldn't have achieved the success I have today if it wasn't for my grandfather, who was one of the few people in Kunming, China, who learned English and hence received a scholarship to Hong Kong in the 1930s. Or for my father, who studied hard, often on a hungry stomach so that he could rise out of poverty. Or my mother, who dedicated her life to giving my brother and me a stable home environment as we moved from country to country, to Hong Kong, Australia, Singapore. Or my husband Peter, who has always been so supportive of me in the 13 years we have together. And then there are the mentors who guided me, the friends who encouraged me, my professional peers who inspired me. But I'm also shaped by the negatives, the interviews that did not turn into jobs, the people who doubted me and said I would never succeed. There were those who laughed and said I couldn't speak English properly. They've spurred me on to be better and built my resilience. So I've learned to be grateful for everything in my past and to turn the negatives into positives. Behind you sit your family and loved ones who have sacrificed much for your education today. Remember to thank them. Around you are your peers whom you have spent the last few years with, many of whom have overcome obstacles in their pursuit of knowledge. Some may have even overcome disability, poverty, illness, supporting a family, or personal tragedy to arrive at this point today. Stay in touch with each other and with the university. Continue to learn from each other, inspire each other, and encourage each other. Do not forget the wonderful times you've spent at Macquarie University and the lessons that you have learned, both formal and informal. In closing, I encourage you to find your passion and craft your life strategy. Live your life by design and not by default. Your life is your message to the world. Make it inspiring. So go forth and do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian, for an excellent occasional address. And graduates, I'm sure you'll agree there was some very good advice there. And as Vivian pointed out, things don't always go smoothly. And it's important to learn not only from the good things that happen in your life, but also the negative things. If you do try to turn adversity into advantage, more often than not, you'll succeed. So thank you, Vivian. Thank you for renewing your association with Macquarie University. And ladies and gentlemen, I think you'd like to join with me again in thanking Vivian for being such an important part of today's ceremony. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it's certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of Macquarie alumni, which now spans the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. And graduates, please do make sure that you come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study or to attend alumni events, or perhaps use our aquatic and fitness facilities, or even, if you like, to enjoy a picnic down by the lake. Well, now, graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges. But like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it either. Because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society through the decades, indeed the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So, as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who have not had the opportunities that you've enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go, to go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Now, graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who've helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you graduates to do a couple of things for me. First, will you please stand? Now I want you to put your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free. And I want you to turn around to face your families and friends. And now I want you to give them a mighty round of applause. You can turn around now, graduates, but don't sit down because we'll be leaving in just a moment. And here on the podium too are some people who have helped you along the way, the representatives of our academic community, and I think they deserve a round of applause too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now leave the courtyard through the centre aisle, and we will be followed by all of the graduates. So I'd now please invite you to all stand and to remain standing until the last of the graduates have processed out. And then I hope you will join us at the University Court for some light refreshments. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future. And in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thanks and good luck, graduates.